Retail investors obsess over moving averages. They draw lines on charts and pray for a breakout. But behind closed doors at Renaissance Technologies, Two Sigma, and Citadel, human emotion is dead. They do not guess. They calculate. What if I told you the market is not a random walk, but a predictable series of states, a mathematical sequence where the next move depends entirely on the current environment? Today, we are opening the black box. We are looking at the exact probabilistic math institutional algorithms used to front-run regime shifts. Welcome to the math of Markov Chains. Let us establish a baseline. The stock market does not exist in a single state. It cycles through distinct regimes: high volatility sell-offs, low volatility melt-ups, sideways chops. When you lose money, it is usually because you are trading yesterday's regime today. You are applying a bull market strategy to a bear market environment. Algorithmic funds do not make this mistake. They build models to detect the exact millisecond a market transitions from one state to another. They use a concept from probability theory called a Markov chain. And once you understand how it works, you will never look at a stock chart the same way again. At its core, a Markov chain relies on one brutal truth: the past does not matter. In probability theory, this is called the Markov Property, or memorylessness. It states that the probability of the next event depends only on the current state, not the sequence of events that preceded it. Think of a weather forecast. If it is raining today, the odds of it raining tomorrow are calculated strictly based on today's rain. The algorithm does not care if it was sunny last week. Applied to finance, this is revolutionary. Retail traders hold onto historical price action. Algorithms strip away the noise. They categorize the market into defined states. State A is a high-growth bull market. State B is an inflationary bear market. State C is a liquidity crisis. By isolating the current state, the algorithm mathematically calculates the exact probability of moving to any other state. So how do they map these probabilities? They build a transition matrix. Imagine a grid. On the left side, you have the market conditions of today. On the top, you have the potential market conditions of tomorrow. Inside the grid are percentages. If we are currently in state A, low volatility and steady growth, the matrix might show an 80% chance we stay in state A tomorrow. But it might show a 15% chance we shift to state B, high volatility chop, and a 5% chance we drop into state C, a total market crash. Quants feed decades of macroeconomic data into these grids: GDP growth, inflation rates, bond yields, and options flow. The matrix constantly updates in real time. It is not trying to predict a specific price target. It is predicting the environment. If the transition matrix shows a rising probability of shifting from state A to state B, the algorithm does not wait for the crash. It immediately reallocates capital into defensive assets. This is where the real money is made, catching the regime shift before it becomes obvious to the public. Retail investors wait for confirmation. They wait for the news to announce a recession. By the time that happens, the algorithms have already rotated out of tech and into commodities. The transition matrix dictated the move weeks prior. When the math shows the probability of a volatile state exceeding a critical threshold, the fund systematically alters its risk profile. They short equities, they buy volatility index call options. They widen their arbitrage spreads. They survive the crash because they assigned a mathematical probability to the transition. They did not predict the future, they mapped the states. They understood that a market crash is just a high probability transition from a fragile state. You do not need a billion-dollar supercomputer to apply this logic. You just need to change your framework. Stop asking where the market will be in 6 months. Start asking what state the market is in right now. Is volatility expanding or contracting? Is liquidity flowing or draining? Map the current environment. Acknowledge that the rules of the game change when the state changes. If you trade the market for what it is doing today rather than what you hope it does tomorrow, you start thinking like a quant. Leave the emotional predictions to the amateurs. Stick to the math. Subscribe for more data-driven market analysis. Stay sharp.